Hello, good morning. Welcome to our last session this week. This is also our last lesson on this Unit 4 equations and word problems. Our teaching point for today will be, I can analyze and extend number or shape patterns to generate patterns. Today, Thursday, April 23, 2020. Our lesson name is titled Analyze Patterns. I recommend that you pause the video now and get to copy the date, lesson name, and teaching point on your notebook before we get to work on our quick practice. Alright? So in our quick practice for today, we have a word problem. It goes as follows. Jamie bought 3 books at the school book fair. 2 of the books cost $6 each. Jamie paid with a $20 bill and received $3 in change. Assuming Jamie did not pay sales tax, how much did the third book cost? Alright. So I encourage you one more time to pause the video and get to work this out on your own. Right here I share the answer with you, just in case you want to double check your work. Anyway, I will share with you the way that I would try this exercise so you can compare with yours and find any similarity or difference. Alright, so this is what I would try. I will reread the word problem to make sure that I understand everything, going step by step, sentence by sentence. So Jamie bought 3 books at the school book fair, okay? That's pretty clear. Two of the books cost $6 each. So out of these 3 books, 2 of them cost each $6. So what I'm going to do to find out how much money I spent on these 2, I will try 2 books times the $6 that every book costs, and then that will give me a grand total of $12. Now, I still don't know how much money I need, or actually I spent, on that third book, but I will keep on reading the word problem to come up with my second equation. Now, Jamie paid with a $20 bill and received $3 in change, which takes us to our next equation. So right here at the beginning, I will subtract everything that I spent from the $20 bill that I just paid with. Alright, so with this, from this 20, I will subtract the 12 that I just got that are equal to 2 books. And since I don't know how much money I spent on the third one, then I will use something that represents that unknown quantity. In this case, I use a question mark. And everything will be equal to $3. Why 3? Because it says that he paid with a $20 bill and he got $3 back in change, right? So when I solve this equation right here, I will find that the missing amount that will balance my equation to $3 on every side will be $5. Alright, so today we're going to continue or actually work with patterns. Probably it's not the first time that you actually hear this word, or it's not the first time that you try patterns, but today we're going to try this pattern in a particular way. So what is a pattern? A pattern can be a particular way in which something is done or organized, or in which something happens, right? It can be also a regular arrangement of lines, shapes, or colors. A pattern can also be a design or a set of shapes that show how to make something. But the good thing, or actually the feature that patterns have in common, even though they're different, is that they follow a repetitive sequence. In this case, if we take a look at the first example, we can see that we have only 2 shapes. But these 2 shapes are repeating constantly in the same order. So we have an orange square right here, then we have a green circle, and we can see that the same 2 repeat themselves in the same specific order. If we go down, then we have an hexagon, a heart, and then a triangle. A hexagon, right here should be a heart, and then we have a triangle again. So it doesn't matter if you group a set of objects to actually repeat them in a sequence, because you are repeating the same steps actually many times. So today we're going to be working with numerical patterns, right? Instead of having shapes or drawings or objects, we're going to be trying this pattern with numbers. So what is a pattern yet again? A pattern is a sequence that can be described by a rule. So we're going to be working with numbers. These sequences can actually be recalled by a rule, described by a rule. So if we take a look at the first one, the number 3, what do we get right here? We begin at number 1, so the rule would be multiplied by 3. So if I do so, I will get 3 times 1, that is equal to 3. Then 3 times 3, that would be equal to 9. And then we have 3 times 9, that is equal to 27. That way we can continue infinitely until a set of terms that we want. In this case, we got the first 4 terms. What is a term? Basically, every number right here represents a term. So right here, how many terms do we have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. If they ask me for a 5th term, then I would need to apply the rule again, multiplying by 3 my last term in the sequence, and that way I will get my 5th one. Add 7 on the exercise number 4. So we start with this initial term, and from there we apply the rule. So 2 plus 7 would be 9, 9 plus 7 would be 16, and so on. In this case, we're supposed to use the rule to find the first 10 terms in the pattern. So first term to 10. So that means that we're going to begin at number 10, and from there we're going to add 60 because 60 is the rule. So my first term would be 10. If I add 60, that would be 70. If I add 60 more, that would be 130, and so on. So I will keep on adding 60 until I get to my 10th term, as the command asks me. Then we have growing patterns. Using shapes or arrays, as we had tried before, we're supposed to analyze this situation right here. If we pay attention to what we have right there, you can actually take a look at the way that it's growing. Right here we begin with 2. But on the second one, I see that I have 4. But then on the third one, I see that I have 8. So what I see right here is that whatever amount I have at the beginning is being multiplied by 2. 2, 4, 8. And right here, I have 16. So it's a growing pattern. So how does this figure in the pattern at the right change from one term to the next? So right here, you're supposed to find out what the rule is and explain what's going on in this case. So for your independent work, you're going to be working on these specific exercises. So you're going to use the rule to find the next 3 terms. 3. So continuing the sequence right here, you're going to find 3 more, applying the specific rules that you have for every exercise. On this one, the same. Beginning at 40, you're going to continue to get 3 more terms. Right? So you're going to use the rule to find the first 10 terms in the pattern. You're going to begin at number 9, and then you're going to be working out your pattern, adding up 5. So your first term would be 9. Your second one should be 9 plus 5, which is equal to 14. And then for your third one, you're going to add 9 to that 14 that you just got. That way, you're going to try until you get 10 terms. And then at last, you have this quiz. This is the same, or actually the evaluation for this week. You're supposed to complete this using the most details that you can. Remember to show your work so I can see your equations, any proof drawing that you want to try. But make sure that you upload this to CISO, right? Try to do that today because Math only uploads work on Thursday. So every Thursday we're going to have a work to upload so I can actually evaluate the work of the week. So when you're done with that, you're going to upload it in a single upload to CISO. And that will do it for today, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. If you have any question, you already know how to reach me. So I'll see you later.